Welcome everybody, and apologies for the delay today. We're having some technical difficulties. So today's practice will be saved as usual to the Wellness timeline and shortly uploaded to the YouTube channel as well. And this practice, as with all the practices, it's offered on the basis of pay what you wish or donation based, and the link to my PayPal Me site is tagged in the comments. Please feel free to make any sort of donation that you wish, and your support is very much appreciated. Today's practice is one for sitting with dignity, which is the heart of a good, solid meditation practice. So sitting, we usually think is a way of taking a load off our feet. Sometimes we really just need to sit down. Sometimes we sit for far too long and end up making ourselves feel worse, giving ourselves aches and pains. But sitting in meditation is very different from sitting in rest or sitting at work. It's hard to tell if someone's meditating when they're walking or lying down, but it's instantly recognisable when someone is sitting in meditation. And Jon Kabat-Zinn, the father of modern mindfulness, speaks a lot about sitting in meditation as a way of sitting with dignity. So if you're asked to sit in a dignified fashion, you'd immediately sit straighter, more upright, but there would be no tension or stiffness in your posture. It would be a posture of alertness. So sitting in meditation is much more than just a bodily posture. You will be sitting in mind as well as body. So when we sit for meditation, our intention is very important to the setup and the success of our practice. Take our seat very deliberately and very differently to the way that we normally sit. Mindfulness fills the body, and we have a strong sense of honouring the placement of the body and the mind in every moment. Perhaps you have a favourite meditation spot at home, or where you like to have things arranged in a certain way so that you have a better meditation experience. When your mind and body can hold that posture of meditation, even when things are chaotic or not the way that you would choose to have them, that's when you're truly sitting. One of the best ways to check whether you're truly sitting is whether you can meditate while on public transport, so I would urge you to give that a try when it's safe to do so. The posture of meditation speaks to us itself, which is why Jon Kabat-Zinn links it so closely to a posture of dignity. Slumping reflects low energy and possibility of sleep, which you may have already experienced in meditating. And bolt upright reflects tension and attachment. So always remind yourself to sit with dignity each and every time you sit for a formal meditation practice. So sitting in meditation can be an affirmation of freedom when life feels heavy with worry or stress or confusion. When you sit, you reclaim the moment of strength right now and each and every moment ongoing. And sitting isn't an escape from the mind at all, as you probably have experienced in your meditation from now. We're going nose to nose with whatever arises, good or bad, and holding that in awareness as we go beyond thinking. So today's practice, we will sit together with an attitude of presence and commitment, accepting whatever comes up, with a mind just committed to stillness and watching, a mirror-like mind just reflecting each moment as it comes. So it's a visualization practice known as the mountain meditation. It's a really nice one to reaffirm that posture, the presence of sitting. So if you bring yourself into your meditation posture and just have that mind of sitting with dignity, feet are flat on the floor, back is straight, but not holding any tension. Tilt the head downwards to look towards the knees, close the eyes. Hands are resting in your lap in any comfortable position or traditional meditation posture, one hand on top of the other, thumbs gently touching. as long as the arms are supported. And as you close your eyes, we'll take a few moments to relax the body using the breath. So relax out all those places where you habitually hold tension, starting from the very top of the head, working down through the forehead and the eyebrows, softening and relaxing on the out-breath. Relaxing through the jawline by parting the teeth, consciously letting go of tension that may have built up there in the face. Relaxing through the neck and into the shoulders, just let the shoulders sink down, away from the ears, but trying not to slump, so keeping that posture of dignity, relaxed but alert. Let the arms rest in the lap. Let the chair take your full weight as the legs relax. Be aware of tension in the lower back and the hips. Try to breathe that out. Bringing your attention into the body. Start to focus on your natural pattern of breathing. Just watching the in and out breath. Not trying to change it. Just watching it flow naturally in and out. Just feeling the breath passing in and out of the nostrils and the gentle rise and fall of the chest and abdomen with each breath. If you notice any distraction or thoughts creeping into your attention, just notice where you've been taken, letting go of that thought or distraction, and each time bringing yourself back to focus on the breath. Doing that process of noticing and refocusing as many times as you need to keep redirecting your attention inwards, back onto the breath. As you feel the mind calming towards stillness, start to picture in your imagination the image of a mountain. It can be any mountain, real or completely fictional. Just bring to mind the form of a mountain. It could be snowy, a solitary mountain, or part of a range like the Alps or the Himalayas. Or it could be a forested mountain bathed in sunshine. Whatever comes to mind, try to bring the firm and stable image of your mountain into view. Allowing your mountain to slowly come into clear focus in your mind. Letting your full attention rest on the image of the mountain. Start to notice all the details of its shape, its lofty peak, its solid and grounded base, and whether it has gentle or sharply sloping sides up to its peak. Bring your focus to the surface of the mountain, noticing whether it's dusty, rocky, whether it's smooth or forested. Notice the size and volume of your mountain and how solid and unmoving it is. Taking in its vastness from afar and up close. And as you observe the mountain before you, try to bring the qualities of that mountain into your own body. As you sit with dignity, your head becomes the lofty peak of the mountain. As you sit in your chair, you're rooted at the base, just as the mountain is connected to the earth. Your arms become the sloping sides of the mountain. Feel the sense of uplift through your body, from your seat, projecting energetically through the crown of your head. Take on the full majesty of the mountain as you sit. As you observe the mountain before you, imagine it changing as it experiences the full force of the seasons, sun and rain, snow, gales and storms. Through whatever comes its way, the mountain sits unchanging, experiencing everything, but not changing. As the seasons and the full force of the weather pass over the mountain, it never resists, it never complains or judges. It accepts everything just being itself. As we take on the qualities of the mountain, we too can imagine embodying the same unwavering stillness and calmness that the mountain maintains. As we sit with dignity, we allow all thoughts, feelings and emotions to wash over us, never resisting, never pushing anything away, welcoming everything in with a mind of calmness and stillness. Just as the mountain offers food and shelter to those that pass over it, animals and humans, so we can offer kindness and compassion, patience to other beings without leaving ourselves depleted. Maintain that posture of dignity, peace and calm. As we sit, we can experience the fullness of life and its changes through the seconds, through the hours, through the years, always maintaining the quality of the mountain, patient, stillness, observing, welcoming everything, grasping onto nothing. As we sit, we will experience the changing nature of our minds, our bodies, and the outside world. We will encounter periods of shade and periods of light. If we sit with dignity, being that patient observer, we can maintain the peace of the mountain throughout. Allow your mind and body to be a mirror for the qualities of the mountain as it stands before you. And continue to sit in silence, in stillness, and in dignity. Allow the image of your mountain to fade. Continue to sit with the qualities of the mountain reflected in your own mind and body. arising slowly from your meditation. You can use the image of a mountain to bring those qualities of stillness, calmness and dignity to mind whenever you feel that your mind is lost in stress or frustration. It's just a nice way to breathe in the qualities of stillness immediately in any moment when you bring that mountain to mind. So I'll see you again next week at the same time. Thank you very much for joining me for today's practice.